Hi, this is Rick Tharp of Antibiotic Kinetics with another Antibiotic Kinetics program demonstration. And in this installment, I'd like to demo how to perform serum level analysis. And since we went over patient data entry in the previous tutorial, we're going to start out with a patient already entered. Patient data is valid. As you can see by the output boxes are populated. And if we click on retrospective, we'll see the retrospective tab become focused. And let's select our model. In this case, we're going to dose vancomycin. And you'll notice when you select a model, the target peak, peak predict time, and target trough are displayed. And the analysis method selection box is highlighted. Let's click on that. You have several different methods, and we've gone over those in the previous tutorial. In this example, we're going to do the popular peak and trough method. It's drawn at steady state. You draw a trough before the dose, give a dose, and then draw a peak after the dose. Let's tab to our next, our serum level data frame here in the middle of the page. And this patient received a gram infused over 60 minutes, every 12 hours for 5 doses. The trough was a little low. It was drawn 30 minutes before the infusion started. The measured peak was a little low, 22.5, measured 60 minutes after the infusion ended. And if those inputs are correct, then we click on Calculate. And it asks you, do you wish to apply the Bayesian algorithm? Again, this is only active if you've registered the program. I recommend that you first analyze without Bayesian. You can see it's recommending a dose of 1,187 milligrams every 9 hours, half-life of 4.4 hours, a volume distribution of 0.55 liters per kilo. Seems a little low to me. Let's calculate and use the Bayesian algorithm. Now, Bayesian methodology is explained in the help file on the website, but I guess in a nutshell, Bayesian incorporates the population model in your analysis of the serum levels. Traditionally, when we analyze serum levels, that population model is just thrown out, and we're just looking at serum level data. And Bayesian uses a statistical method to take that population model, along with the standard deviations of the parameters, combined with the serum level data and the standard deviation of the laboratory test, combines them together to come up with a hybrid model. So let's see what the Bayesian comes up with after 10 loops. These are the numbers that it came up with. A half-life of 4.9, a volume distribution of 0.67. That seems to be a little more realistic. So let's enter that dose then. It's calling for 1,406 milligrams every 10 hours. Well, let's enter a practical dose, 1,500 Q12. And you'll see when you enter a valid dose and interval that the estimated peak and trough level are displayed here. And also our icons for viewing a graph and printing become active. So let's view a serum level graph. And it's showing us the approach to steady state. We started out at 5 and just went up a couple points, so it's hard to see. We didn't make that big of a change, but that shows your approach to steady state. And if we want that graph to show up on our consult form, we would click Save. So we viewed our graph, and now let's look at the consult form. Click on the print icon, We'll go with the print dialog. We'll click on print consult form. And we'll see our vancomycin dosing consultation. And the first section under patient data, we have general patient demographics and the serum levels that you entered. The calculated data shows us our PK parameters, our CP max and min, and our ideal dose. Here's our recommended dose, our steady state, peak and trough, and our steady state serum level graph. And that's in color, and it'll print in color if you have a color printer. And let's look at a monitoring form. If we click monitor, we can see our, this is our pharmacy internal form that's used to monitor the patient, keep track of vitals, etc. So there's an overview of serum level analysis using the Antibiotic Kinetics program.